Good morning, everyone. This is Mr. Lars, your teacher for Earth Science. We are now already in day 2 for Volcanoes unit, Volcanoes and Earthquake unit. For anything else, please answer the bell ringer question that you have. Here. Do you think that the location of a volcano affects the type of eruption it makes, and why? If a volcano grows in the water, like in the ocean, do you think it's more explosive? You think if it is located in the dry land, is it more explosive? Why do you think so? Answer it in 1 or 2 sentences. Our objective is to explain what happens when a volcano erupts. What happens when a volcano erupts? Let's proceed to day 2, slide 1. Now, magma versus the lava. Magma and lava are two different things, but actually they only differ in their location because it's called magma when it is under the surface of the earth. But it is called lava when this molten rock reaches to the surface, when it reaches the Earth's crust, or when it is being exposed to the Earth's atmosphere. So that's it between the lava and the magma. There are 3 things or 3 factors that affects the volcanic eruption. First, we have the magma composition, we have the magma temperature, and we have the amount of dissolved gases. Well, the magma composition, as it says here, is based on the silica content. When the amount of silica content in the magma is less or more, it's explained that if the magma composition has more silica, meaning it is greater in viscosity. Anyway, let me explain that silica is synonymous to silicon, the element silicon, meaning the more silicon or the more silica, it is more explosive. So by the way, the gas from silicon is called silicon dioxide. If a type of magma composition has more silica content, it is termed as rhyolitic based on the picture. If it is lower in a silica content, it's called basaltic. So let's proceed to the next slide. The magma temperature. The magma temperature is related or directly related to the silica content, meaning the magma temperature is more hot. It is hotter when it contains a lot of silica, meaning it has low silica lavas are less viscous and travel faster than higher silica lavas. Meaning low silica lava have very less silicon content compared to higher silica lavas, meaning it's high viscosity, meaning it has a very explosive eruption. If you look at the picture in here, the lava is moving fast like water, meaning it has low silica content. The hotter the magma, the hotter the magma, that is more fluid and is less viscous, meaning it moves slowly. That is the explanation, meaning if it's moving slowly, meaning that's more hotter compared to the magma that flows easily to the surface. Please do remember the viscosity. It's a property of matter. It is the resistance to flow in surfaces. Third one, we have the dissolved gases. It consists of water vapor and carbon dioxide, meaning the more water vapor and the more carbon dioxide a volcano has dissolved in its magma content, it will be more violent in its eruption. So that is the 3 things that we have learned for the factors affecting the magma. The factors affecting the eruption, it's the magma composition. If it has more silica content, it's more explosive. And the silica content is also connected to the temperature. If it has more silica, it will be very hot. And if it contains a lot of gases, it will be more violent in eruption. Next thing, we'll talk about the 5 volcanic materials. We have the lava flow, we have the gases, pyroclastic materials, the flows, and the lava. So this is the 2 things in the lava flow. The pahoehoe is a lava flow that resembles like twisted braids in like ropes. And is lava flow that has a surface of rough, jagged blocks with dangerously sharp edges and spiny projections. If you see it here, uh, it looks like sand that is building up. It's like very coarse sandpaper compared to pahoehoe. So that is the lava flow, pahoehoe and Second thing is the gases. Remember that we are talking about the five volcanic materials. So the gases is included in the volcanic materials. That is 70% of water vapor, 15% of carbon dioxide, 5% both of nitrogen and sulfur. Just remember that if a volcano contains a lot of carbon dioxide and water vapor, the volcanic eruption will be very explosive. Pyroclastic materials, they are fragments that are ejected during a volcanic eruptions. They come from very fine to several tons of pyroclastic materials. It can be as volcanic ash, like dust. It can be like cinders, and some volcanic bombs on top. Volcanic bombs are like rocks binded with lava, and then when it reaches the surface, as it reaches the surface, because it's heavy, it will explode like bombs. That's why it's called volcanic bombs. So we have other pyroclastic materials in the eruption. So we have pyroclastic flow. It consists of hot gases like glowing ash and large rock fragments that flows down a steep slope during a volcanic eruption, like what is happening here in the picture. By the way, this pyroclastic flow is very hot. So when you are caught to this flow, like 98%, you're gonna die because it's so hot. And we have here the lahar. It's a mud flow that occurs when volcanic debris becomes saturated with water and rapidly moves down steep volcanoes in some volcanic eruption. By the way, this happens only when there's rain and it touches and it mixes with the hot lava, and this is destructive too because this is very hot. So this is one of the result when a volcanic eruption and then there's rain on that particular day results to a lahar flow. Signs of a volcanic eruption. This is the last slide. Now, what are the signs of a volcanic eruption? There are always some smaller earthquakes that occur before a large volcanic eruption. Like what happened to Mount Pinatubo, there are like very smaller earthquakes, and they're like 2 months before the major volcanic eruption. There was a huge earthquake that happened that kills also a lot of people and also destroyed buildings in the northern part of Luzon in the Philippines. So the signs of volcanic eruption are small earthquakes, swelling of the volcano's surface, like the ground deformation. Why do you think there's the ground deformation? That like the ground like it grows. There's a deformation because the magma is going up. It forms a magma dome, so it's ready to erupt. And emission of heat and gas from the vents. The vents is smoking hot, and then the acidification of land and water. When a volcano is near to erupt, the water in the areas near to it becomes acidic, and that also includes the land. There will be some trees, some plants, some animals is gonna die because of the acidification. These are the signs of a volcanic eruption: small earthquakes, swelling of the volcano surface, emission of heat and gas from its vents that is so transparent. You can actually see that and can be observed on its either side of the volcano. And that ends our day 2 discussion. So today we learn about 2 things. We learn about the factors affecting the volcano, and also we learn about the volcanic materials. So you can always replay and pause the video. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day.